Hey, what's up YouTube? This is a quick video that I'm going to do, more of a review video in regards to Royal Purple motor oil. It's a full synthetic, high performance 5W30. This is a 2011 Nissan Altima that has a little over 36,000 miles on it, and I recently changed and put in the Royal Purple oil. As far as overall changes in fuel economy, now keep in mind it is warmer out and I've been running the AC a lot. My fuel range and average miles per gallon, because this has a computer in it that will tell me that, has actually dropped 2 miles per gallon. So I don't feel that that has anything to do with the Royal Purple at all. I think it's just simply because I've been running the AC a lot more. Air conditioning, since it has been a lot warmer. This is just the SL 2.5 Altima. So it has the 2.5 SL model in it. Nice car, pretty peppy for a 4-cylinder. Has the CVT in it, which I will admit took me some time to get used to. But I am, adjusting, and I found that I actually don't mind it now. CVTs are definitely something, especially for people that are car savvy like myself. CVTs can be a little interesting to adjust to at first, especially when you're never driven one before like myself. So, but you come to realize, what it's going to do, when it's going to do it, and you kind of adjust, and you learn how to make the car actually perform and operate best for you and your driving patterns and your habits. So. With that said, like I was saying, this is more of just a Royal Purple review. I have the engine running, and as soon as I shut up here in a minute, I'll let you hear the engine idle. It is warmed up. I did go out the street to the grocery store here a little bit ago, so it is warm. It's about 85 to 88 degrees out right now. And car didn't lose any oil. I personally have not seen any significant gain or advantage or anything of that nature as far as for doing the Royal Purple. Am I going to say thumbs down? Being I've put about 1,500 miles on the car since I changed oil, it's kind of funny, it's no longer purple. When you first pour the oil, it goes in purple, but if you look there, it's brown, just like regular motor oil. So it loses that purple tint. Not that it really matters, I'm just throwing that out there. But I don't know. Like I said, as far as just drivability, fuel economy, handling, performance, engine idle, engine noise, nothing's changed. In my opinion, and what I'm reading and what I'm seeing on my dash as far as miles per gallon and driving it and performance, I see personally in a vehicle like this really no advantage. But if you watch a lot of the videos on YouTube, has a lot of videos talking about Royal Purple, and they do demonstrations on what the benefits are of using it. A lot of car enthusiasts and classic car and race car drivers, they'll use it, and they found that it definitely has it can withhandle more pressure and more compression on the actual bearings and the rods. So with that said, is this oil in my 2011 Nissan Altima benefiting me? It probably will, if what they say is true and it's just not gimmick, which I have no idea. How is anybody to really know unless they do their own independent studies across the board with several different motor oils? A lot of mechanics nowadays will just tell you oil's oil as long as you change it. And I agree, but I wanted to experiment. I got oil on sale this week. They had it advanced auto for $39.99. Get you 5 quarts of the synthetic Royal Purple with your choice of, I think, a high performance Fram or a K&N oil filter. So I went with the K&N. 40 bucks, I figure you can't go wrong. That sounds like a pretty good price, considering they usually sell at 10 bucks a quart. And I got 5 quarts with an oil filter, so I'll go with that. I figured, what the hey, I'll experiment with it. So I'm going to just shut up and let you hear the engine run for a minute. You can hear a lot of injector pulse on these engines, but just let you hear it and, you know, see what it sounds like with Royal Purple. And unfortunately, I didn't record it beforehand, but we'll let you listen. So, sounds the same to me. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't think I have a video up of this car idling before I did the Royal Purple, but sounds the same. Still has the little bit of tap on cold start that all these seem to have. So, is there a purpose or reason to do it? As long as you change your oil, in my opinion, no. Save your money. Put a decent oil in, such as Valvoline. Not a huge Pennzoil person. Pennzoil seems to be real dirty, and for whatever reason, every time I've ever put Pennzoil in any vehicle, it seems to burn it. And I can always smell it burning. Pennzoil has a really unique burning smell to it that I always seem to detect right after I've performed an oil change, or right before it's getting ready to be due for another oil change. I always notice like an oil burning smell that I never notice with other brands of oils that come from the engine area. Even if the car's not leaking, I just smell it. So Pennzoil, I'm just not a big fan of. All my vehicles have always burned it, and it doesn't seem to be, just seems like a real dirty oil. But hey, once again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So I'm not going to poo-poo Pennzoil. I just prefer not to use it. I like Castrol, Valvoline. I don't like Mobil 1. I'm sure it would do fine in this Altima, but Mobil 1, once again, any of my General Motors vehicles seems to burn it really quickly. Like, I mean, it'll lose like a quart by the time it's time to do an oil change of the Mobil 1 oil versus Valvoline. I might only lose like a fourth to a half a quart. General Motors, they all seem to burn oil too. I don't know what it is. But this car here, this Nissan with the 2.5, it did not burn a drop of oil in between the last two changes that I've done to it. Not a drop. It was right on the full mark when I changed it. Does not burn any oil at all. And the oil that came out of here at 3,000 miles was perfectly clean. Now, I'm going to run this about 4,500 to 5,000 miles because you're supposed to be able to go longer on the synthetic. I don't like going long on oil changes, even with synthetic. I just like to give the car a fresh oil change. It's just, you want your car to last. I still believe in a 3,000 mile rule. But being that it is Royal Purple and it's talked up as much as it is, I'm going to go ahead and run it. 4,500, 5K on it and just see what happens. And being I have a little better oil filter on it too, it should hopefully not collapse and last a little longer. I do recommend though getting the Royal Purple oil filter if you go with Royal Purple. If you're going to spend the money, order the Royal Purple filter. Apparently they use a fiberglass filter material versus paper, which is to help the longevity of the filter. It'll last longer. It's supposed to filter better, and it allows better flow. And like I said, overall lasting longer is what's important because you are running your oil longer in your vehicle, being that it's synthetic and you're supposed to be able to. I recommend getting the Royal Purple filter to accompany it. If you're already going to spend the money, just do so. Now, I got the K&N because it was included. I believe the one I got is still a paper material filter, the K&N, but I need to do more research on that. So, but yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and am I going to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Personally, I'm not going to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm going to leave this decision in your hands. Me, I've seen no significant benefit over spending the money on the Royal Purple. Will it give me a long-term engine longevity effect on a scientific and mechanical level? I'm sure it will. According to how much they talk it up, it might make the engine last longer. But I feel that if you change your oil in the correct increments according to what the manufacturer recommends, and you keep an eye on your oil level, and you don't overheat your engine, and you're easy on your car, and you don't beat on it, I see nothing wrong with running conventional, in my opinion. Synthetic might be good to run during the summer, during the hotter months, especially with these little four-bangers. They run pretty hot, especially in the summer like it is now. Synthetic just, the only real difference between synthetic and conventional is there's added lubricants and additives to make the oil better, and in addition to that, the synthetic has what they more even-sized, larger-sized molecules, which help dissipate heat better and cause the oil to last longer. So with that said, they definitely absorb the heat and energy better than conventional, but once again, if you're changing your oil on time, your conventional will be just fine. So will I put Royal Purple in here again? If it's on sale, sure. If not, I'll probably just switch back to conventional and not bother going back. But like I said, you guys do what you want. If I had a performance vehicle that I was, driving, 2-3 times a month to go to car shows, like a classic car, it would be worth it to me to put the Royal Purple in it, just because it is supposed to be better and last longer. I do have this car over here, which is a 72 Grand Prix. It needs a lot of body work and stuff to it. It's a pretty sweet ride though. Runs, shifts, great, no problem, stops good. Inspection just recently ran out, so I need to do a bunch of work on it to get it to pass inspection. And Pennsylvania State inspection, unfortunately, is kind of tough on the car. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I hope you enjoy. Please give me feedback. Guys, I want to hear your comments. I want to know what your input is, what your experiences are with this Royal Purple, and I'm going to post another video. If I even think about it, I might even make a video of me changing the oil on this the next time and let you see the oil when I drain it out, and give you further feedback on when it's due for the next oil change, on how my experience was with it. So that'll be my next plan of attack here in a few months. Whenever it's due, I'll post another video. So keep your eyes out for it, and you'll see, we'll learn together. We'll see how it performed, how it lasted. So thanks for watching, guys, and y'all have a great day.